women's sexual rejuvenation. That's one of the procedures we're going to talk about today is the 4V. It is our procedure for the facelift for the vagina. No pain, no downtime, no cutting.
No cutting.
I know.
And you actually have more sensation after. It's just unbelievable.
I never thought that they needed to be prettier, but now that we know that they can be prettier, of course, there's that option that you can have a facelift for the vagina. So like Betty White says that, it takes a beating over time. And so you can just tighten that stuff right up. So the Ozempic vulva. So that tends to be a trending topic right now on social media and on YouTube. And we're going to talk about our antidote for the Ozempic vulva, how that never has to be an issue for you. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So welcome back to the channel. It's Dr. Durst, and we're going to deep dive into our procedure called the 4V. That is the treatment for the Ozempic vulva if you find yourself in that position. But I have a special guest with me today who's going to talk all about it because it's really her procedure. We love this procedure. She is the magician that is performing it on a daily. I'm the mouthpiece. I love it too, but I'm going to talk about it all the time. But Marissa, welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to my spaceship.
Yeah, yes. So Marissa Statenn is a laser expert and the most experienced laser provider, esthetician that I've ever seen. Again. And we've known each other for a long time. We've worked together at Revitalize since 2019. Yeah. Yeah, it's been, exactly. And so, but we've known each other a lot longer than that. I did my first Botox on her. So the first time the first patient I ever did a Botox.
That was way before 2019, so everyone knows.
Yeah, it was way back. I wasn't going to go into how far.
2009?
Yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a long time. But yeah, I did my first one on her. That's how long we've known each other. But
all BC.
Yeah, now we have a joint passion, and that's women's sexual rejuvenation. And so that's one of the procedures we're going to talk about today is the 4V. So it is our procedure for the facelift for the vagina. That's really what our term is. It's an aesthetic procedure that will help tighten everything on the outside and give it a lift and tuck without any surgery, without any downtime. And so I'm going to let Marissa dive right into it because she performs this on a daily basis and she can see the transformation in front of her eyes. So I'm going to have you, how do patients end up in front of us first off, for this procedure?
First, the idea is that I want women to feel more comfortable and to be comfortable leaving the lights on. That's the whole idea, is to be the best you. Daylight, dark, doesn't matter. But, we just want to make you feel more comfortable. My laser guru, actually, who taught me everything I know in the Photona laser, his name is Dr. Jorge Gaviria, taught me everything I know. And he was like, hey, you can do the 4D with this Photona on the vulva, on the vagina. I was like, no way. Anybody else could have told me the same thing. And I'd be like, oh, that's nice. But we do sexual wellness here at RevitalyzeMD. And I was like, well, that's interesting. So for about 2 months, nobody would let me touch them with the laser. I probably wouldn't let me touch me either. But finally, somebody let me touch them with the laser. And it was an unveiling of amazing treatment that I couldn't wait to show Dr. Durst and everybody what a difference 1 hour made with a vulva or exterior vaginal treatment made. And I think it was just something that the world needed to know.
Yeah. Well, it was transformative for our practice too, because she walked out, and again, we do a lot of vaginal rejuvenation.
I think I even chased you around because she's like, really? Was it that good? And I was
no,
like,
you did.
It was that good. You've got to see this.
Yeah. No, you guys and the patient too. And so the patient actually at the time was working for one of our laser companies. And so we knew her well too. So you were finally able to, Marissa doesn't like to be told no for an answer. So like she was going to find somebody that would do it. And we just had not done that yet. And the 4D is a laser treatment for the face. That's a non-surgical facelift. So that's what that was termed. And now he was telling us we could do that on the vagina. So yes, after that procedure, you guys found me, chased me down, and had to show me the pictures. But my first response was there any pain? And there was no pain.
There's no pain.
And it was an hour later, and we will actually link the videos or the picture of that, the before and after, because it's amazing. We should leave that up for a little while too, because it's amazing. That's 1 hour later and no pain, no downtime. We did repeat that 7 months after, but there was hardly any change in that 7 months either.
Right.
And that has also been the case in practice, that you'll see improvement. Some get immediate responses. Some need more over time. We always recommend a series of 3, no matter what, because you want that tightening to be cumulative, but just transformative for what you can do with no pain, no downtime, no cutting.
No cutting.
I know.
And you actually have more sensation after. It's just unbelievable. And from that moment to now, how I've drastically changed the treatment itself, different hand pieces. I can customize it for each individual patient. Also, not just by what I see, but to their response from the laser treatment, different steps I can change up. It's really amazing. And then, did I mention no downtime?
Yeah, no downtime. She pours her heart and soul into this treatment, and every treatment, but just because you can see that transformation right there in front of you. And there's a few procedures that you're really going to get that kind of result and not be red, not be sore, no downtime after. And so this is amazing. Well, after that, then I was so excited, but I'm like, what do we do with this? Because we continue to do it with the same results, which were amazing. And then I remember you in a room and Faraday in a room, and I was chasing both of you down, trying to figure out which one I could tell about my new idea for how we were going to promote this, because you can't really put it up on social media. Yeah, you can put it up on the website, but it's not like people are searching for that. The 4V is our trademarked version of the 4D for the facelift, just because it made sense. And but I was then I decided we were going to do an event. So we did a women's wellness event, and it was called Making Vaginas Great Again. And so I decided, this is what we're going to call it. That's awesome, because it really is truly what we're doing internally and externally. And I took it to my, my sales team and manager, like at the time, and they all told me no. And so I don't like to be told no.
By the way,
either.
You can get that merchandise. We'll put the link on there.
Yeah. I don't like to be told no either. And we have had so much fun with hats and T-shirts, and we've gotten T-shirts back from
Our patients have had fun, male or female. It doesn't matter.
From all over, all the different countries.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Making Vaginas Great Again. We have, merchandise, but we also have, patients sending us pictures of that from everywhere. It's so much fun, and it is definitely a conversation starter. So wear that cap, ball cap on the golf course, and you're going to have lots of conversations.
Do you remember the lady who stopped us in Greece?
Yes.
And from Santorini to Athens?
Yeah. And
she's like, I've already looked you up on your website.
Yeah.
Just from the T-shirts.
Yeah, because they'll look at you and they'll be like, do you really have that on? What do you have on the back of your shirt? And we have QR codes now from it, because it's amazing. The before and afters are amazing. And we will definitely put that link too on the video. But for us, it was transformative, just because, again, I've seen lots of women and pelvic exams just doing ER for a couple decades, and now on practice. And they're all different, like vaginas, labia, the vulva are all different, labia minora, majora. And they're just different. I never thought that they needed to be prettier, but now that we know that they can be prettier, of course, there's that option that you can have a facelift for the vagina. So like Betty White says that, it takes a beating over time. And so you can just tighten that stuff right up. Yeah, no pain, no downtime. It's super fun, and women love the results. And so, but you can also, so you're on the outside, 4 steps, to get everything tight, and you're seeing that transformation. And then you're also going over the clitoris
Of course.
with the laser, which is improving, all that blood flow too.
That's the extra 4 minutes. That is the 5th step that makes such a difference for foreplay. 4 minutes to the best foreplay.
Yeah, arousal. So it's using light laser
You
energy to
put the A
bring.
in arousal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really, I mean, women love this.
Speaking of buttons, it's the easy button
Yeah,
to
the
arousal.
easy button. Yeah, that was easy. Um, when you have the glands that is actually now aroused and ready, and the clitoris is a very innervated organ. There's only one job, and that's pleasure and orgasm. And it has lots of nerve fibers and it's erectile tissue. And so if you can stimulate that with light energy and get regeneration, then
It's a flicking good time.
it's a flicking good time. 4 minutes to better foreplay. And that was coined by Marissa.
That's step
So,
5.
yeah, step 5 of the 4V. It's too late. We already named it though. Now
Yeah.
it's your bonus step all the way around. Your boner step. So maybe that's our new term for it. So
There we go. I like it.
yeah, we always have a good time. And so, like, again, you will find us frequently at social events just talking about vaginas, or no one is ever surprised if Marissa or I are at an event and we're suddenly on our phone showing pictures, because it's usually before and afters we're talking vaginas and showing, these amazing results. So we will link, check out the website, and then you will know what all the craze is about. Making vaginas great again, making vaginas great, period. Again, rejuvenating the female sex system, right?
That's right.
All right. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us. Let's start a conversation in the comment section. Definitely hit the bell, subscribe, send to your friends. Caring is sharing. And so definitely women need to hear about this, and all that they can do. And sex does not need to be different as we get older at all. It doesn't need to be different at any age. And if women don't understand it even at a younger age, then there are definite conversations that need to be normalized and need to be had. And so we're willing to have them. So reach out to us. We're willing to deep dive into anything wellness or sexual wellness. And thank you again, Marissa, for a fun podcast talking about sex.
As always.
I know.
Thank you. Welcome to my spaceship.
Yeah, welcome.